And I was just like, man, shit got to change. I
Yeah.
can't live like this. And shit,
You know it wasn't gonna change unless you change yourself
it changed a bit.
and change your thinking and kind of look at your life in the mirror like, yo, I don't want to be here. I don't want to take orders from these motherfuckers. I want my own shit. I don't give a fuck how hard I gotta work. But that kind of got me to thinking about, yo, like what people complain about these days, just like with jobs and shit, and like, oh man, they ain't paying me enough and all this random shit. But you gotta think back to like 100, 200 years ago when you didn't have a fucking choice, and you was gonna work for free, and you fuck around and die if you talk back.
Yeah.
You have all the opportunity in the world right now. Education is free. You have YouTube, Google. Like if you don't know how to read, you can teach yourself
Just
how
how
to
to
read.
read. Yeah.
Bro, like, so the fact that people ain't advancing, that's their own fault.
My thing is, it's nothing wrong with working a job to
Right,
finance
what you want to do.
want to do. Because I'm big on entrepreneurship. Like, if you don't have the investors behind you at the beginning to give you the money to make your whatever you wanted to do pop off, work and finance yourself.
Right. Because they ain't going to take you seriously unless you take yourself seriously.
and-
Because people can look at you and be like, oh, well, you only doing this? Well, what the fuck you was doing for the last 5
So,
years?
yeah, exactly.
You feel
Yeah.
me? So, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, to this day, I still have my ups and downs in business.
Yeah, for sure.
But I ain't giving up.
It'll never stop. But, yeah.
I never, they say never, but I never give up on them. Because I didn't see what it done got me to.
Right.
It got me, I still have my ups and my downs.
Right.
Shit, I still have days when I'm like, fuck
I don't even want to do this shit.
that.
Believe me.
And when you got payroll to meet
Right.
and ain't people paid out,
Right.
now you got to rearrange some money around
Right.
to make sure that your payroll, that your employees make sure that they paid.
Right.
To this day, I still have that problem.
Mm.
Like, some don't pay out. Normally, they pay out X amount of days. Shit, I still got companies that ain't even paid out for 3 months.
Is it a time frame when they got to pay out?
They using this COVID shit.
Bro, that's bullshit.
They using this COVID
Because
shit.
they still making money.
They still, yep.
They employees still getting paid.
The only thing that I do now is, now I hired an attorney for the company.
Okay. That's smart.
Man, I need you to go out to them.
Right, yeah. And they going
And one thing I like about the one who working for me now, once they pay out, he just take his percentage
yeah,
out.
for sure. And they give you the rest.
Get the rest. I'm cool with that.
Normally, like the lawyers take a third, right?
The third.
Yeah, like a third.
It could be higher based on what they defended you for.
Oh, okay.
Now, I got him, he writing up contracts for me.
Okay.
Because what I'm doing with the company now is I'm bringing on the people with their own trucks.
Right.
I got the platform. I got everything.
Right.
Now I'm just bringing on people. Yeah.
So there'll be like the independent contractors on your
Yeah, they independent contractors, but
Yeah.
y'all trucks leased onto my company.
Okay.
So he writing up contracts and everything for me that they got to sign, my rates,
Yeah.
all my deductions and everything that I get taken out. So yeah, that's
Almost like an Uber, but for trucks. How
Pretty-
like with Uber, you can literally go and get a car under Uber, and you can keep it as long as you keep paying out.
not quite like that because what I got going, what I'm doing is I have everything that they don't want to do. I have the authority, I have the insurance, everything. So what I'm doing is y'all got the truck, bring y'all truck over here with me. I got access to everything.
Right, you need until you need is the truck,
That's just truck.
and I'll take a percentage off whatever.
That's all. That's it.
Uh,
That's it. Man, but and then it's a lot that me and you we talked about that I want to work on because I want to put something together. Whereas when people want to get into the trucking game,
right,
here y'all buy these modules or the ebook,
right,
and it's gonna give you the steps. And once you get through these steps, it's gonna be another step, and that's gonna be a whole nother program you got to purchase.
Right.
Because now, the more depth you want to get into it, each one is going to cost a different price.
Right.
It ain't gonna be no price whereas it's gonna bust you over your fucking head.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, and even at the end of the whole thing, you can guarantee them a job.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm setting up something whereas once a week, everybody who enrolled in the program or even bought the ebook, we could do a Zoom once a week.
Oh wow.
We all on a Zoom, and if it's questions that they need to ask or they want to know that they understand it, I could be right there and just walk them through everything. Then if they want to call me personally, I can set up a time. Probably be like, I charge like $50,
Right.
$25 for 30 minutes.
Right.
Or if you just want to do, it'd be like I'd do like $25 for a 30-minute phone call and $50 for a one-on-one Zoom call.
Right.
Whereas I give you the full blueprint, whereas you can write everything down. I'm giving you the steps on what you got to do, the people who you got to talk to.
Right.